My opinion about England and Parliament doesn't make a whole lot of difference, but I would say that it's wrong to try to invade someone's culture. It's wrong. But it's not wrong to ask. You know, if you go to a family reunion, or anybody's family reunion, see, the thing about Parliament and royalty, especially royalty, and they say the government and Parliament in England and the royalty is a little different than it used to be back in the days of Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, and all of that. But it's changed over time. But if you're having a family reunion, and all of a sudden these strangers just show up and start snacking on the food, hitting on your cousins, and talking, you have no idea who they are, you would say, well, this is a private family reunion. Did you get an invite? No. You might do that. You may say now, oh no, we should let them in. They're strangers. That's fine. That's fine. You're welcome to our family reunion, because that's the Christian thing to do. But you might at least tell them that it's a family reunion, and you might even say that tree got knocked down by the storm. You might even say, well, who invited you? There's no way I was just going to show up in New York City on my own. I was invited to go. I was invited on paperwork. There's a documented paperwork. There's some microfiche showing that I was invited to be there. I was asked to be in New York City before 2001, before September 11th. I was invited to go to that. It was a polite invite asking, would you attend the Actor Studio Drama School? Would you? And I said, well, of course, I'll be there. And I did plan to go up on the World Trade Center, the two towers. I just slept in that day. I probably wasn't going to go that day, but you never know what you do on a whim. I was invited. But I do say this, and I'll stand by this for all of time. If you come to my family reunion and you act like a fool, unless you're a jester, unless you're a hired clown or jester or actor or whatever it may be, but you act mean, you act with no kindness, you want to shackle people and use harsh language or something like that, then I do have to say this for sure, 100%. You'd be asked to leave. Right? And that goes for any Christian at a family reunion. We may be polite and say, listen, we think you're being kind of rude. Could you leave? And, you got the message. That's my comparison with the Parliament in England and what's going on. You can ask, and you can be kind and use Christian concepts and morals. You can be Christian about it. And that means being forgiving and being polite. And remember, there is no law against kindness. There's no law against kindness. We don't have any laws that are against kindness. So if you remain kind, then that follows the word. That follows the word of kindness. Preferably in Christ. a while ago.
Which one is the cat food on?
Probably that one over there. I do like Luck of the Irish, Dublin, but also the Lucky Shirt. Very much like that. And the cross, yeah, yeah. What are we?
I think we've seen that.
Oh, okay. That's the one. Happy St. Patrick's Day. He responded well to these.
Now these are the okay, this is the one. He had the poultry. See if this is the one he had.
We did it again. Went to Walmart and got ourselves some nutritious food. Now, we, my wife, Linda, and I will drop food at your doorstep. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. Linda got some footage of her working. Very good, Linda. Very good. You're welcome. Best stuff I've ever seen. So I'll have Gary Oldman play one day, a grocery clerk. How about that? I know we have Werewolf on hold, Grace. Now, the character I wanted Gary Oldman to play was called Gerald Oldmain III, and I may want him to have like a job because he's a YouTuber, but he also works, and he used to be a minister, so he used to have his own flock. So to make money on the side, he's a grocery clerk. He's a grocery clerk, a grocery attendant. He goes and gets the grocery carts. He takes, grocery carts to the groceries You know, I mean, you know, he helps people with their groceries. He sacks groceries. He does grocery work around the, you know, he's like a little helper at the grocery store. Sure, he could do that. That would be a good occupation. I could add that later on when I'm reworking Grace. Something to think about.
Did we get one? Did we get one?
Right, Linda and I got fortune cookies. So we're gonna see. Open them up here. You got one?
Alright, read yours first.
And you gotta eat the whole thing and then read it.
I don't like fortune cookies. My throat hurts.
At least take like a bite of it, like a little bite. Okay. The best times of your life have not been lived. I have to disagree with that because of my children, but maybe I'm gonna have more kids. What does yours say? You have more kids soon.
No, past experience. Past experience. He who never makes mistakes never did anything that's worthy.
That's true. There's some truth to that.
Alright, gotta go. I gotta go tinkle tinkle. You can have my cookie.
Ha 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 ha. It's taking far too long. Stay right here. I'm gonna go pick up the payway and we'll drop it off at your doorstep. Linda, you to look at the camera. Very good. My bastardized version of Gary Oldman. It's playing around. I don't really know how Gary Oldman would have done it at all. At least it was Dracula when it... or something like that, really campy. I'm just joking. Brilliant. Don't worry, we got your payway. That's something about doing Gary Oldman. You know, like the character of him. I don't know, we always knew when we'd go and see interviews, like, it didn't sound like the character at all. Where's that accent coming from? You know, I talk like this, what is he doing? I thought he was like an upper British kind of, you know, it's like we couldn't understand a word he said. Oh boy. Look at these lovely houses. Since that deal went through with Gary Oldman, we probably can buy one and release it on B&B, Airbnb. Wouldn't that be nice, sweetie?
Yes.
Look at those nice houses up there. Up on a hill. It's like Hollywood. Overlooking the waterside. Nice rock wall. Isn't that great? Did you know one of the werewolf tales is the oldest tale? It's pretty old. Goes back to the time of Gilgamesh. Kindu, Indiku, and Gilgamesh. One of the first possible werewolf films. Not film, it wasn't a screenplay, it was written on tablets. Don't mean to laugh about Gilgamesh and Enkidu. Enkidu was wild like a beast, and he had to tame this steer-like person that was like a half person and a half steer, you know, like it was like a bull or something. And some people interpret that as a werewolf interpretation. Gilgamesh goes way back, a long time ago. They're writing on tablets with chisels. Dropped to them before. Yep. It's very, very modern. Didn't think Mike was like this, did you? Move this over that way and turn it down. Very classical. There we go. Pretty sure this is, yes. Look at this tree. Seems like they give them some kind of vitamin to make the trees grow a certain way. Look at those. Aren't those weird? All poltergeist and everything. Crazy looking trees. I don't know, do you see that? Is it just me? Look at these right here. Maybe I am. And then it goes into green. Okay, you're right.
Turn it on.
It's a film bird. It's going with the tracking shot. Very patient actor. Kind of an Alec Guinness of birds. It's very nice. Yes, I like it. Nice profile shot. You act like you're chewing something. Get a seed. Very good. Very good bird, very good. Yes, you gotta shake. Yes, I like it. A little bit of shaking. There's a squirrel that went that way. Maybe you could interact with the squirrel, do like a little improv. And maybe like, think of Second City. Like a Chris Farley impression. The squirrel can jump up and do David Spade or something. Come on, do something. Yeah. Walking around. The squirrel went down that way, right? This way. Well, some of the crows do it. Yeah, they flip out and do some weird things with their feathers. You okay, sweetie? What were you asking about the order?
How many combos is it?
Does it matter?
Yes, it does.
We'll look it up then. Right, we were in the B lane, which was the Cole lane, and the A lane was full, which is the Bradley Cooper lane. And then he just pointed and said, go to the A lane. I was like, oh, cool, we get to go in the Bradley Cooper lane, the A lane. Didn't you used to call me Bradley Cooper?
Yes.
I look just like him.
I know, right?
I'm just joking. I think he has lighter hair. And he went to Georgetown.
Yeah, that one.
Should have been a courtesy cup of water.
The water.
It's not going to be on that tag.
Lemonade. Water one. Well, he didn't secure that drink. That's why I was asking. Nope.
Secure what drink?
He didn't secure that one.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes
That's fine.
that's what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe they...
Hang on, Junior. We taking a shortcut. What movie's that from?
I don't know.
Goes. But she says, hang on, Junior. We taking a shortcut. Okay. That's Holly Hunter playing Ed. She went by Ed. She was a correctional officer, and H.I. McDonough was a criminal that was her husband. And she'd tell him, turn to the right.
Not that house.
Turn to the right.
Make sure you have the right.
Many people have turned to the
Yes,
right.
I know, sir. We gotta focus.
All right, found it. You're welcome.